I think the science is clear. The climate is changing. For us as producers, we need to adapt, and I think it's important to start adapting now than waiting until the changes are more severe.
We're performing a study to try and test a variety of different plastics and how they might assist farmers in protecting their crops against weather variability and climate change.
A research team from the University of British Columbia is testing protective crop covers with 3 producer cooperators. 6 plastic mulches and 2 types of low tunnels are being evaluated to see if they can extend the growing season and help reduce the risks and uncertainties associated with increased weather variability.
So the purpose of my research is to quantify and demonstrate how plastic films used as mulch on the surface of the soil or on low tunnels can manipulate microclimate to increase crop productivity. So mulches are materials that you place on the surface of the soil to try and alter the soil microclimate. And there's a few different materials you can use. You can use organic materials, you can use mineral materials, or you could use plastic films. One of the more unique kind of aspects of plastic mulches used on the soil surface is that you can actually either decrease or increase the soil temperature depending on the type of plastic that you're using.
Understanding how different mulches and tunnel plastics alter growing conditions can help producers choose the best solution for their needs. For example, white films reduce soil temperature by up to 5 degrees Celsius. Transparent films increase soil temperature 10 to 18 degrees Celsius. Plastic films can also be an effective way to retain soil moisture. Low tunnels, which act like a small greenhouse, are another tool producers can use to alter the microclimate of their soil and crop.
We've observed a variety of different changes brought about by tunnels, and one of those is that in the mid part of the day, you can actually get temperatures rising inside the tunnel as much as 20 degrees when the vegetation is quite young. And at the nighttime, you can actually increase the temperature between 2 and 4 degrees, which can actually be quite beneficial for frost protection. So for heat-loving crops that like to have higher temperatures, low tunnel is a really effective means to increase temperatures at a relatively low cost and still achieve quite drastic results. At Cropthorne Farm, we tested how zucchinis would perform when they were grown outside of a tunnel and when they were grown inside of a tunnel. One of the key results we got from that experiment was that zucchinis grown inside of the tunnel had about 20% more fruit production.
When farmers are looking at using new technology such as this, there's a few considerations. One is always cost. The cost of the materials, the cost of labor. Farmers also want to consider, is it going to be more humid in these hoops? Is there going to be an increase of disease pressure? So they really want to balance out maybe some of the negatives with the yield increase. Protected crop culture is important. Where I think that this technology would be more impactful is in more northern climates.
So we have a site at Mackin Creek Farm in the interior of BC, and at that site we found that there's actually a very large potential to increase springtime temperatures, which is very important to people in that part of BC because of the cold temperatures experienced in the wintertime.
As farmers, we're always looking to extend the season. We're not doing things today that we did 20 years ago. We've adapted, and it's going to be the same thing in 20 years. We're going to have to bring on new technology and new techniques to help us remain profitable in the future.
This data will be valuable to farmers in the fact that it will give them really accurate understanding of the types of changes that they can accomplish with these materials.
I look at climate change and see, okay, what can we do today that's going to help push the next generation forward? We need to make sure for future generations that they'll still be farming this area.
This project is part of the work being delivered by the BC Agriculture and Food Climate Action Initiative. CAI develops tools and resources to assist BC farmers and ranchers with adapting to impacts of climate change.